not going to pass out. I'll tell you why. You're going to be okay. Okay? I'll tell you. Well, that's what I'm going to tell you. Listen. Okay, first of all, I ducked in the bathroom and I tried to find some tissues because honestly, you look like you're sweating. You got some sweat on your forehead. I couldn't find any tissues, but I brought you some toilet paper. Here, take this. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't sit everything down. I'm gonna blotch your forehead, okay? Don't look. You don't need to be nervous. I promise you, you got this. You got this. Well, it's a good thing I went in the bathroom because I overheard some of them in there talking. They didn't know I was in there because I heard them come in, and I ducked in a stall and I shut the door really quick and I pulled my feet up. I don't think they knew I was in there, and I overheard two of the people talking. Oh yeah, everybody in this waiting room is here to apply for the job. Everybody except me. I mean, I'm just here for support. But listen, I overheard them talking, and from what I understand, you know that one requirement you were worried about, right? Passing that certification exam, they're not going to consider that. That's not going to carry a lot of weight, so don't worry about that particular part. Okay, it's going to be all right. They're not giving a lot of weight to that because one of the ladies heard somebody come out, and they were talking about it and said that they didn't even ask her if she took it. They didn't even ask about it, and it's not on your resume, so they're not going to see that. So don't even worry about that. I know you were concerned. It sounds like you don't need to be. We'll see what I've been doing. You want to sit down? Are you rather stand up? Okay. I'm trying not to be obvious. Well, who cares? They don't care. It doesn't matter if they know. I've been walking around amongst everybody in here and kind of, eavesdropping on their little discussions that they're having with each other. Right now, it looks to me, just from looking at the people who have already gone in and interviewed and come out, it looks like, and I know you're not supposed to do it this way, but I swear to you, they're interviewing everybody and according, like, from ugliest to prettiest. I swear. That's what. Have you seen the people going in and the ones coming out? The good-looking people have not gone yet. It's like all the really ugly people in here are going first. I mean, maybe it's just a coincidence. I don't know how they're picking people to go and interview. I don't know. But I think you're going to be here for a while. Don't worry about it. Well, I know you'd rather go now, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of say-so when they call you. They said everybody just has to show up at 9. Now, I did hear somebody say, I heard there's like an administrative person at a little desk right inside the doorway right there. Now, I did hear her say that she hoped that they could get everybody out of here by 11:30, but she didn't know. They were not expecting this many applicants for the job. So I think they're just trying to do the best they can to, get everybody through in a timely manner. But unfortunately, we're kind of stuck here for now. But I'm going to stay with you. I'm not going anywhere. I told you I'd come for moral support, and that's why I'm here. But let me tell you something. I've been walking around taking notes. They didn't know. I tried to be real discreet about it, but I've been making notes about these people. And that's why I say you got this. You got nothing to worry about. These people cannot compete with your resume, with your experience. They can't compete with you. First of all, right behind you, just kind of look over your shoulder like you're stretching or something. There's a man back there, and he's wearing a yellow polo shirt. I don't know who wears something like that to a job interview, but it's one of those with a giant horse and the polo person on it. It's really tacky. He's got the collar popped up. Classy dude. He keeps staring at you. He's like, and he's not even trying to hide it. He keeps really staring at you. Do you know him from somewhere? Because I heard him over there. He was talking to the lady next to him. And I heard him use your name. Now, it might have been a coincidence, but I heard him use your first name. Now, it's possible the lady sitting next to him, maybe that's her first name. I don't know. Just look over there really, really subtle like. Oh, you won't miss him. Don't worry. He looks like an Easter pea. Just look back there. see him? Do you know him? You don't. You sure? Well, I took a little glance at his resume. I acted like I was going over to the water cooler to get some water. And he had his resume sitting on that little table right there beside him, and I looked at it. He doesn't even have any experience in Excel or PowerPoint. I know. Why is he even here? He has no experience in that. And he didn't take the certification exam. I heard him say that. So, he's out. He's out. Don't worry about him. The lady next to him may be a little bit more of a threat. She has 4 years experience. I know you only have 2. But don't worry about that. I think as long as you have some experience, it's okay. Now, she does have 4 years experience. However, yeah, I did hear her say that she's getting really close to retirement age, and she didn't even know if she wanted this job or not. I don't even know why she's applying for it, because she said that she might be retiring. She wants to retire soon, so I don't know how keen they're going to be on hiring somebody that's just going to retire. So I know they can't technically discriminate because of age, but I mean, we all know it happens. It does happen. So I wouldn't worry about her. What's just a little X on? Oh, she saw me. I'll stop doing that. She might think I'm putting an X on her somewhere. I'm going to put a big imaginary X on her. Now, over there, you can't see them without turning all the way around, but over there in that corner, we got a whole gaggle of young women. They can't be over 22, 23 years old. I'll tell you why you don't have to worry about them. I don't care about experience. I don't care about any of that. None of those women are going to get this job. Do you know why? Because they cannot talk without every other word out of their mouth being like. I mean, I'm like, and then he was like, and then they were like, and it's like, they're not going to get this job. They're going to go into that interview and they're going to talk like that. They're not going to be able to avoid it. And I overheard a conversation. It sounds like a man and a woman in there in that conference room doing these interviews. Oh, honey, I've been all over this building. I've been all over this floor. I can't believe nobody asked me what I was doing. But I found, if you just act like you're supposed to be there, act like you've been there, act like you know what you're doing, nobody asks you. You can go just about anywhere without anybody asking you any questions. There's a man and a woman in that conference room doing the interviews. And I can tell you by the tone of their voice and the way they talk, they will have no patience for that garbage right there. So they are all crossed off. You do not have to worry about that little group of giggling idiots over there. They sound like Valley Girls. Don't worry about it. You don't talk that way. You don't have anything to worry about with them. I would say your biggest competition right now, just from everything I've heard from everyone, your biggest competition, and you can't really see him. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is 6 down from the human peep in the polo shirt. He looks like a messenger, like a bike messenger. He has this big headphones on. Yeah, it's funny too, because under that blazer, he's wearing like a muscle shirt. I don't know what he was thinking. It's like he just got off work and just threw that blazer on and was like, whatever. He doesn't care. He may be a threat. He's very well spoken. Very well spoken. I did not get a look at his resume, but I overheard him talking about functions and formulas. That's not your average dude off the street right there. He has some real knowledge. He may be a threat. Now, his attire may be a slight mark against him, but he's very young, very smart. I don't think they're going to worry so much about what he's wearing. Oh, they're calling him back right now. Okay. Wow. He's tall. I didn't realize how tall he was. Okay, he's going back right now. I'm curious to see how long he's back there. I could try to walk over there if you want and see if I can overhear any of their conversation. Do you want me to do that? No? Okay, well, I would do it. I don't care. Bike messenger dude might be a problem. But, okay, now between Bike Messenger Dude and the Human Peep, we have, I don't know what to say. These are just like generic applicants. I overheard a little bit of what they were talking about. Well, two of them. There's 6 people. 2 of them are only here because they're trying to keep their unemployment. They don't actually intend to get the job. They don't want the job. So, they're just here to check off a box and get something signed so they can continue to get their unemployment. They're not a threat. So that leaves 4 other people. One of them is a bus driver who intends to keep his job. He said he's not going to stop. Let me see how he said it. He said bus driving is my life. And he's really, really into driving a bus. I don't know if it's like a city bus or a school bus, but he actually said to somebody, bus driving is my life. I wrote it down. It just stuck out. I've never heard anybody say that. So apparently he wants to keep driving the bus. Now I don't know how that's going to sit with the people in that conference room in there, because this is a full-time job. And unless he's driving buses in the evenings or at night, I don't really see how he's going to do both. I mean, because how's he going to have 2 full-time jobs unless he drives buses part-time? I don't know. But I didn't get to look at his resume, so I don't know if that's going to matter. I'm thinking with him being so adamant about continuing to drive a bus, they're probably going to say no to him, especially with all these applicants. They're not going to get hung up on one over the other. Now, there's a lady sitting beside him, the one with the red hair. You can't see it from here because she's kind of facing that way. She's turned and she's kind of talking to somebody. You can't see it from here, but that lady is an example of a very rare thing that you almost never see on women. I'm not saying it's unheard of, but this woman has the, I keep hoping she will turn this way, but she won't do it. She has a face tattoo that covers this entire side of her face. It does, like Mike. It's just like Mike Tyson's. It is exactly like it. It's very unnerving because with me, I was kind of where you are when I first saw her, and she was turned, but then she did like this, and I jumped. I actually jumped back a little bit, and I let out a little yip because it was so shocking. She will not get this job. The day she got that face tattoo, she just waved bye-bye to jobs like this. Yeah, you're not going to get an office job, a white-collar job where you're dealing with the public in a conservative, button-down environment. She is not. I don't care what her qualifications are. She is not anything to worry about. So don't worry about her. Sitting next to her is another lady who smells very strongly of cat urine. I wouldn't worry about her because as soon as she walks in, they're going to smell that and they're not going to hear anything she has to say after that. She smells like a litter box. It's really, really unfortunate. And she doesn't talk very loud. She's one of those people that has a very low voice, and people are constantly having to ask her to speak up. She was very timid. Like if you went boo, she would just burst into flames. I wouldn't worry about her either. Now the 2 ladies in the bathroom, I don't know where they went. Oh, here comes one of them now. Oh, they've been outside smoking. You don't smoke anymore, do you? You quit? I thought you did. Here they're coming in through the double. They've been out to smoke. Did you see that? One of them was sticking her cigarettes back in her purse. Oh, smokers. See, that's a tricky one. Some people, I would not smoke before an interview like that because the person doing the interview is going to smell it. I guess they're not worried about it. I overheard one of them say, and they're going over there to sit next to the giggling girls. The Bike Messenger dude's coming out already. Oh my goodness. He doesn't look very happy. Hey, that could be a good sign. I wonder why he didn't look happy at all. That was really fast. Oh, now they're calling back one of the smokers. good. She just came in from smoking, so the smell is going to be really strong. Wow. Now, sometimes you get people, and I'll tell you the worst ones, former smokers. They become really kind of holier than thou about smoking. And I know that I don't think you can discriminate. If someone's a smoker, you can't refuse to hire them because of that. But I know it's a concern for a lot of employers because smokers are sick more often. They take a lot of smoke breaks. I mean, but a lot of smokers will say, I'm a hard worker, and but a lot of potential employers look at it as kind of a negative thing. So the fact that she just came back in from smoking, she's really gonna reek of cigarettes, and she's gonna be right across the table, like probably less than 3 feet away, depending on the size of the table in that conference room. They're definitely gonna smell it. It's gonna be very strong. So I don't expect her to be in there very long. She'll come back out. Yeah, here, hold still. Stop sweating. Stop sweating. It's okay. Okay? You're gonna be alright. For heaven's sake. Okay? Don't be so nervous. Look. Just take some deep breaths. It's okay. It's gonna be alright. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna be here until you go in and you come back out and you can tell me how it goes. Okay? Well, the smoker's coming back out. Where's she going? She's going over to the other lady. She left something in her chair. Looks like she left a piece of paper of some sort. And she's going back in there. Okay. I still say don't worry about her or the one with her. Bus driving is my life. Right. There's one more. 1, 2, 3 over from where the bike messenger was. Yeah, I know you can't see because you can't turn around that far. There's a man over there in a 3-piece suit. Very nice suit. That's like that. I want to say it's a tailor-made suit. That's not an off-the-rack thing that he paid $100 for. Very nice. Very well dressed. He doesn't look like the type that would interview for this job. He looks like the type that should be giving the interview. He screams overqualified. He screams salary demands. I wouldn't worry about him regardless of his experience because they're going to look at him and automatically think, okay, if he gets one foot in the door, he's going to be wanting to be a partner. He's going to want a raise within a week. They will not hire him. Don't worry about him. If I were that man, I would not dress that way. I would try to dress down quite a bit. I would never wear a suit like that on an interview for this job. No, I'm not saying anything about the job. Look back there. We don't know any of these people. Just turn around and look. Look at what he's wearing. Right? That's like a $3,000 suit. I used to work in a men's clothing store. Yeah, that's not a cheap suit. He should have just worn a pair of khakis and a button-down shirt and called it good. That's what he should have done. I don't know what's on his resume, but he doesn't stand a chance. So that really, and honestly, I did not get to hear about everybody, but I think you're going to be okay. Can I look at your resume one more time? All right, now I know we went over this already. There are some points here I want you to hit on, okay? I want you to really stress these things, okay? Your Excel experience, your on-the-job experience, definitely point that out to them. And PowerPoint, you're very good with that. And Word, of course. And you have some WordPerfect experience. That's not on here. A lot of places don't use that anymore, but it never hurts to bring it up. So if they ask you, and I know everybody hates this question, if they ask you, what's your biggest weakness? What would you say your biggest weakness was? See, that's a tricky question. Nobody ever knows how to answer that. What would you say? It's like, pretend I'm the interviewer. What is your biggest weakness, applicant? Okay, first of all, sweating more is not the answer. Stop sweating. Just my biggest weakness is. Oh, well, okay. That's one way to put it. I would probably say my biggest weakness is I'm a perfectionist. That sounds better than tight ass. Say I'm a perfectionist. You know, I want everything. I like perfection. Yeah, I like perfection. And then you can elaborate if you want. You can use examples from your job. Like, you were one of the quality control people, exactly. And didn't they offer you a position doing that full time? See, now I would bring that up. That's not on your resume. I would bring that up. Yeah, because I think that's very important. They don't go around creating positions for everybody. I mean, you were so good at it. You were so good at it. They wanted to give you a job just doing that. That's something. Bring that up if you get a chance. Do you know you have a typo on this resume? Oh, I didn't catch this. I'm so sorry. When we were looking at it last night, I didn't see that. Yeah. College is misspelled. And it's spelled collage. So power spell check didn't catch it. I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to very faintly fix that. I don't want to do it too dark because then it'll stand out. But definitely when you get home, pull this up on your computer and fix that, because spell check wouldn't have called collage because I thought you were saying collage. I'm going to very lightly trace over the A and make an E. College. Fortunately, it was just that one letter. Yeah, college is the last word you want to misspell on your resume. Everything else looks like it's spelled properly. All right. Oh, here comes Miss Smoky Lady. She's talking to the other lady. Oh, I guess they're both leaving. I guess the other one was here for moral support too. Oh, look, they're both lighting a cigarette on their way out the door. Gosh, okay. Oh, that's you. Okay, here. Oh, wait. Before you go. Okay, all right. Take a deep breath. Smile. Okay, here's your resume. Okay. I wish you the best of luck. Okay? You got this. Don't worry about it.